This video is a short instructional illustrating replacement of consumable materials on a PackworldUSA or TOS machine components heat seal jaw bar. There are several layers of consumable materials. The first is a layer of tape which covers the Heatseal band. This instance is a typical PTFE coated tape. Under the tape is the Heatseal band itself. Below the Heatseal band is another layer of tape. Under the second layer of tape is an insulating layer. Beneath all of the consumables is an aluminum jaw bar. Spring-loaded jaw ends are attached at either end of the jaw bar. This is where the Heatseal band attaches to the jaw bar. This jaw bar has various layers cut away for illustration purposes. Water cooling ports are shown on this particular jaw bar. Cutting tape to fit around ports might be necessary if your jaw bars are equipped with water cooling provisions. When replacing consumables, a few simple hand tools are needed. A flathead screwdriver, a razor blade, and scissors to trim material. Let's take a closer look at the consumables. The tape covering the Heatseal band is often referred to as cover strip or zone tape. You will notice zoned adhesive areas on this tape. The center has a non-adhesive area, which is the only area that should touch the Heatseal band. A fully adhesive tape, such as this, should never be applied over top of the Heatseal band. No adhesive should contact the Heatseal band at any time. A more narrow, fully adhesive tape is placed underneath the Heatseal band and over top of the insulating layer. The insulating layer is the final consumable. This is generally a form of silicone, available in a variety of diameters and thicknesses. Other materials can be used as well. Now that we are familiar with the components, we can begin to tear the jaw bar down. Removing the tape that covers the Heatseal band is the first step. The effort involved in removing the tape can vary based upon what type of adhesive was used to adhere it and how long it has been in place. Residual adhesive may be left on the jaw bar, which should be cleaned off. The next step is to remove the Heatseal band. You will need your flathead screwdriver to remove this fastener on each end. Other electrical connections on the jaw bar may need to be removed as well. Once the fasteners are removed, the Heatseal band can be removed from the spring-loaded jaw ends. Use some caution here, as the spring-loaded jaw ends put the Heatseal band under tension. With the Heatseal band removed, the next layer of tape, along with the insulation layer, can be removed. These layers are generally removed at the same time as the tape sticks to the insulation layer. Once all the consumables have been removed from the jaw bar should be inspected to be sure there is no adhesive left on the jaw bar. Alcohol or acetone can help remove adhesive if needed. The insulation layer can now be reapplied. Remove the liner on the insulation layer to expose the adhesive backing. Materials like the silicone can sometimes shrink a marginal amount when peeling off the liner. Utilizing strips or rolls with material longer than your jaw bar can help avoid coming up short. A very important part of rebuilding the jaw bar is installing the insulation layer correctly. Our jaw bars incorporate a groove which helps retain the shape of the silicone. The silicone should be placed within the groove. Your fingers can be used to help guide it. It is important to not stretch or squish the silicone when installing it into the groove. Once the silicone is installed in the channel, do not press on it to adhere it more firmly. This action may create peaks and valleys in the silicone layer, which may undermine the conformance properties of the silicone, because an uneven heat sinking condition is created. Uneven heat sinking results in uneven temperature applied across the bar. Excess insulation layer material can be trimmed and removed. Our next step is to install a layer of tape over top of the insulation layer. This example is a commonly used PTFE coated tape. After the liner is peeled back, revealing the adhesive layer, the tape can be applied to the jaw bar. Fingers can be used as a guide to properly line up the tape on top of the jaw bar. Light pressure can be used to help the tape adhesive adhere. Be conscious to not deform the silicone underneath. Excess tape can be trimmed away at this point. Firm pressure can be used to adhere the tape to the aluminum jaw bar, while being careful to not distort the silicone. A Heatseal band is installed over the PTFE coated tape. Preforming the Heatseal band tabs to the jaw bar can make installation easier. The tab connection has a punched hole and forked end. The punched hole locates to a small prong on the jaw end. The forked portion is secured with a fastener. The jaw ends must now be compressed to fit the band onto the jaw bar. Another fastener secures the other end of the Heatseal band to the jaw end. The final step is installing tape over top of the Heatseal band. A line in the jaw bar marks the bottom of the water cooling channel and can be used as a guide to align the tape. Ensure no adhesive touches the Heatseal band. Excess material can be trimmed to fit the jaw bar. The tape can be wrapped around the jaw bar and adhered to the other side. Wrapping the tape tightly is not necessary. Just be sure no wrinkles are present in the tape. No adhesive should touch the spring-loaded jaw end kits. This will cause restriction in the Heatseal band as it tries to grow and contract through heat cycles. Restriction results in premature failure of the Heatseal band in the form of kinks. It is necessary to cut away the adhesive sections to free the spring-loaded jaw ends. Leaving a non-adhesive section of the covering tape is a good practice. This will prevent a short circuit if your Heatseal bands are wired in series and contact each other. The Heatseal band should be tested for restriction once the adhesive sections are removed. This can be done by pushing on one jaw end while observing the opposite jaw end. The opposite jaw end should move away from the jaw bar. If no movement occurs, a restriction is present. The shank of a screwdriver or similar can be used to help conform the covering tape to the aluminum jaw bar. This creates a crease and helps tapes, especially thicker ones, from springing away from the jaw bar. Improved adhesion can be achieved from the tape by rubbing with significant force using the back side of a screwdriver. For more information, please contact PackworldUSA or TOSS Machine Components at the respective phone number or email address shown on the screen.